A social entrepreneurship project in Cebu aims to help persons with disabilities adapt to normal life and discover their full potential through arts and sports. The House of Paddles Enterprise, or HOPE, is the fundraising drive of paddling adventure company Island Buzz Philippines and the Philippine Accessible Disability Services, or PADS. The program enables PWDs to paint paddles, which will then be sold out to partner individuals and groups. The proceeds will go to the fund to procure canoes that PWDs can use for paddle training to compete in future international competitions. Now, joining us live via Zoom to tell us more is Christine Villanueva from Island Buzz Philippines and John Paul Maunes, CEO of PADS. Good morning to you both. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Paolo.
Hi, good morning.
It's great to have
Paolo.
you. It's great to have you. Now, guys, this is such an interesting and beneficial project. Christine, I want to start with you. How did the partnership between Island Buzz and PADS come to be? Now, I understand you have this advocacy called One Cebu, One Canoe, with the mission to make Cebu the paddling capital of the Philippines. But how was HOPE as an organization born?
Well, you said it right, Paolo. No? But JP and myself were both from the paddling community here in Cebu. JP is more into dragon boat paddling and I do more of outrigger canoe paddling. But I believe we share the same mission, which is to spread our love for paddle sports. And we've known about the great things that JP has done with PADS, training the PWDs to become paddlers and eventually world champion in dragon boat paddling. So when we're thinking of ways to further promote outrigger canoe paddling, which is not yet widely known in the country, what's the best way but to partner with PADS? And that's basically how this initiative came about, because one thing is missing. If we were to train them with outrigger canoe paddling, they don't have their own canoe yet. So that's why we came up with House of Paddles Enterprise, which aims to raise funds so that we can have PADS have their own outrigger canoe for paddle training and practice.
There you go. JP, how important is your partner PWDs? Obviously, this helps them grow and develop as independent, integrated, empowered citizens in society. But what is our potential as far as paddle sports and the PWD community? Do we have a presence there, and how far can we go, really?
So currently, PADS, through our flagship sport program, on adaptive dragon boat racing, we've been competing both locally and internationally. And for this year, we are aiming to compete at the 16th IDBF Dragon Boat World Championships, which will be held in Pattaya, Thailand, in which we are going to defend for the third time our World Championship title for the Para Dragon category. So we are really aiming to highlight also participation of persons with disabilities in sports in across all field, and the vision of PADS really is to make sports a reality for Filipinos with disabilities.
Fantastic stuff. So I didn't realize that we already have such a strong presence in paddle sports. Dragon boat paddling is where we're at, and we're looking forward to dominating as well in outrigger canoes. Your target is to sell 1,500 paddles to help fund this fundraiser / social entrepreneurship. How far are we now in our mission? How many paddles have we sold, and how many more do we need to sell?
Well, we're still at the tip of the iceberg, no. But the intent is to place 1,500 paddles in the homes of those who are willing to support our PWD paddlers. That's why it's called House of Paddles. We wanted paddles everywhere in all houses of our supporters, and we're really inviting everyone to help us hit our target of 1,500 paddles.
Okay, we're talking about, we've got the hashtag Paddle Pledge. How exactly does this work? I know that obviously, the purchase or the sponsorship of these paddles will help create this fund to actually be able to purchase this outrigger canoe that they will use for training. Are we talking about functional paddles, decorative paddles? Are they for actual use, or how do we get started in designing our own paddle and getting our hands on our own paddle?
Well, the paddles that we're selling, they're actually both functional and decorative at the same time, because we know that not everyone would want to be a paddler, but anyone can own a paddle. And even if you're not going to use it functionally, use it as a decoration, put it in your house, and will serve as a reminder of your contribution to the propagation of paddle sports in the country. But the main idea for this project is that you, as a supporter or as the one doing the hashtag paddle pledge, can actually come up with your own design. So the
Fantastic.
1,500 paddles that we'll be coming up with are uniquely designed, and you can even send us your own paddle paint design, and we'll be the one to execute it for you.
Okay, so you can design it yourself. You can also leave it up to your partner PWDs to actually come up with the design and paint your paddle. It's a fantastic way to help this community really sort of empower themselves. And like I said, take it even one step further. We're already such a force to be reckoned with in dragon boat paddling, and now outrigger canoe is something that we're setting our sights on. And it's a great way for everybody to become a little more familiar with just how much there is to the benefits of paddle sports as far as health, sports, tourism, so many benefits. For a little more information on this, is there a website we can log on to, a Facebook page, social media perhaps?
You can visit our social media pages. In Facebook, we are House of Paddles Enterprise. Hope you can find out all the things you needed to learn about it, and we do hope that everyone can support this initiative.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you so much once again to Christine and JP for joining us here on New Day.